Happy Monday. Happy trading. Nothing I'd rather be doing on this Monday than trading. So, as you can see, we added a couple of items to our screen. Basically, we just added the 8 moving average. So, we have the 8 moving average, the 20, and the 200. And we just added it just because there was just subtle points in time where when we reviewed our trades, we realized that it might help to have it. So just added it. We'll see how it lasts. We used to have it back in the day. We took it off for clarity, but just re-added it. So let's see how that goes. First trade is Uber. If we go to Uber, the very first start, we had Feb 4. We had an elephant bar off of it. We bought into it right here. Had the stop. Well, realistically, the stop would have been down here. We had the stop right here. It went down, it went up, it went down. Then it crossed a red bar. So, red bar cross. We added to the position 2 more lots. They got right about here. We got out of 2 lots. It went down. And here's where that 8MA could have came in handy. It didn't necessarily cross. It crossed the 8MA, but it didn't really cross it. So it could have went up, and we could have at least took a little of the 2 lots at top. Instead, we didn't have this at the time. It wasn't there, so we kind of got out of the position instead of riding the 8MA. We're going to try to ride the 8MA a little bit more moving forward. Looking at this is an opportunity we missed. This is a tail bar. This would be a sell. Sell into this. Set the stop right here. Goes down. Goes up. Sell more here. And then we're looking for, hey, why does it stop right here? That just happened to be the 200, a flat 200 on the 5 minute right here. And of course, if it's on the 5 minute, it usually bounces off of a flat 200. So we get the bounce. And then it comes right back here. Here's another opportunity where we can take advantage of the 8MA. The Velez buy setup. We got the 8 going up. We got the 20 going up. We're in a position of power. We're above the 200. We got a color takeout here. We buy into that. Set the stop right here. And ride that 8MA. Get out here. And we're looking to take advantage of more opportunities like that moving forward. And if you look at the 5 minute, we get a green bar, a green bar ignore. So it's a green bar, here's a red bar, and the green bar ignores that. So that would have been another opportunity we could have taken advantage on. Then from here, as you can see, the 20 goes flat, and we could just take advantage of the ranges between the two. So with that being the case, knowing it's flat, right? Let's say we're not looking at the 5 minute anymore. Knowing it's flat here on the 2 minute, we could just say, hey, this is flat, yet this is angled up. We know it's going to go down. Wait for the turn. You got the turn, you sell. Wait for the turn, you buy. And you're just taking advantage of that 8 MA. Now that we have it visible on the screen, it's just a little bit more easy to take advantage of. Next stock we did was Intel. Intel, you're looking at Fab 4, green bar, nothing to the left. Ideally, you'd get in a little early if you could get in here. That'd be a great position to get in. Ride that all the way up. Get out. Then this goes down. And what we tried to take advantage of is we didn't have the 8MA, keep in mind, we didn't have that. So what we tried to take advantage of is we said, hey, position of power. This is a red bar takeout right here. And we got in the position late. And it went for us. And we were looking for it to go all the way back up to here, which is bold because of how deep it dropped. Shouldn't have expected that. But we were just playing by the rules we set. We do a green bar takeout and then go back to the position and then let the other ones ride. It never made it. It got all the way back down to our entry point. So we got out right here, which isn't, I'll accept that, or I'll take that. I'll take that all day. Then we didn't really have any other plays. We didn't have any other plays in this. Keep in mind, this is a position of power, so it's like you don't want to play down when both of these are pointing down. Not yet. So our next move came right about here. And here's where we messed up. So we wanted to take this off the 20. So now we were going to be in a position of power here shortly. Like this is the position of power, right? We ended up taking this position when it was a red bar. It was a green bar, but then the red bar took it out. We just got in late. That's why our arrow's right here instead right there. And then it went all the way up on us. So we got out immediately. Now, ideally, rather than getting out immediately, what you want to do is, because you're in that Egyptian cotton zone, you want to have that area as your like stop area, not the actual bar. So we needed to raise our area to like right here where that large bar was. So then we also have the support of the 200 and we have the support of the 20. And we really would have the support of the 8, but we didn't have the 8 drawn at the time. So we just didn't use our areas of support. We got out a little too early. And then moving forward, we made a mistake again where we got out early on this one. We would have had this long move right here, which would have been a nice play. So we were looking again for a position of power takeout of a green bar, which we got right here. We sold right into it, right? And if you look at it, we got the 20 going down, we got the 8 going down, and we sell right here. It goes all the way down. We get out right here. We leave a lot on, and it goes all the way back up on us, and we get out. Now, that's good, but we should have looked at that as a bull 180, or we could have looked at that as a bull 180, and that bull 180 could have led us to the catching this move right here. But I mean, if it didn't, you mean it didn't. But if you combine the two, it's a bull 180. So just set the stop right there, ride it up. That would have been a great move. And the rest of the stock on this one, it seemed to be flat most of the day. But you could, let's say you wanted to, I'm not saying you should. Again, you can play this like it's the 200. So let's say we have the 20 right here. So position of power. So any green bar take out of a red like this one, buy into it. And you could erode that, but you know, that's a whole nother lesson. Next one to be CVX. CVX, you're looking at, here's the position, here's the Fab 4. With it being so wide, I'd avoid it, but I saw this elephant bar, so I hopped on in it. And then as soon as it went back, I got out. And then we tried to sell again. I think we sold 2 lots, got out 1, then tried to sell the other lot, and then got out both of the lots here. I think we sold 2, got out 2, sold 2, got out 2. So we tried to sell right here on the elephant bar. And then in an ideal, so here's where we messed up here. Ideally, this is the elephant bar. You would sell into the elephant and set the stop. What we did is we sold into the elephant bar, and as soon as it went against us, we got out. And then as soon as we got a color change, we sold again, and then we got out. And then it broke and went down. What you wanted to do is sell here, set the stop. As soon as it broke down, sell more, and then you would have got the whale. So that's just poor discipline on my behalf, which needs to be corrected. When you get an elephant bar, you got to hold the stop, hold the line, and just let it go. If it takes out the elephant, it takes out the elephant. That's an 80% chance. 8 out of 10, you're not going to get it taken out. So just need to be reminded of that rule. And if you would have played the other plays earlier better, you would have had more capital to play this and not lack the discipline. So the next play we got was right here. You can see the tail bar. And what really happened is we got a move up, and then we also got it off of the 20 on the 5 minute. So we sold into it. And then as soon as we got a little move, we got out because we saw the 20 on our end. But really, this is a sell and hold, because if we would have sold and held it to the position that we wanted to go to, then that would have been a way more profitable trade. It was profitable, but it could have been a lot more profitable. And it wasn't, just because we didn't have the discipline to hold. And then our next trade right here, which could also be improved, you can look at it from two angles. Let's look at it on the 5 minute first. You have the 8 MA, the orange line, and the 20 MA, the blue line, both going up. And then you have 3 bars going down. And then you have a color change. So we get into that right there, the Velez buy setup. And then we could just ride that up. We could ride that up on the 8 MA. That would be an ideal situation. We didn't do that. We got out early. So we saw the same thing, but we were looking at the 2 minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bars. And then we got a green bar and we took out the red bar. We bought into it, and then we just got to the top of the hill where it came from, and we got out everything. Realistically, we should have just got out everything but one lot, left the rest of the lot to just scale up the hill and ride the 8. Two ways to explain it, but the exact same methodology. After that, we had one more trade. And for this one, it just, our discipline, we were tired, our focus was off. We just said, hey, let's just play a position of power on the 5 minute and see if it works. It went all the way down, and we just got out. And then, of course, as soon as we got out, it went up the opposite way. So it just goes to show you, if I would have just waited till 3:30 or waited till the actual sign to get in it, because the sign came, if you just look at it, you have 8 MA going up, 20 MA going up right here. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 takeout, profit. Who would have thought? Next is Walmart. Walmart, you have Fab 4. First bar, nope. Second bar, nope. Third bar, nope. I think you could say, hey, both are going up. I don't know. I don't know about this right here. Maybe you could say yes. I think you could say off the previous day's close, and you got about an 80% bull or bear, bull 180, bull 180 right here, and you could ride that up. And let's say you missed that, you do still have the position of power based upon the previous day close as a 200, and you have a green bar takeout right here with a 45-degree angle incline, and you could have got that move right there. Where we made the mistake is we tried to get a green bar takeout right here, but as you can see, the 8 MA was curling, and that's an indication that it's not more than likely going to work. It has to break through it. So that's another reason why we added the 8, just to make that a little bit more clear. The rest of the stock for the day didn't really go so well. I guess this would have been a nice sell. We got out here, see if it rode any lower. Yep, rode lower. We tried to get in this right here as an elephant bar. We put one too many lots on. We got undisciplined. And it got down here and it was a profitable trade. It just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. So we let it go all the way back up to here, and it cut us out about right here, about 80%, which is okay. So I'm not really opposed to that. Ironically, although that was a loss, that was probably one of our better trades. Next one is Merck. And Merck Fab 4. With that being the case, you probably want to avoid this stock. Avoid this area right here. You don't know what's going to happen. So let's just avoid that area. Now that we're out of that area, you could have done this. Sold that right there. Tail bar. Both going down, the 8 and the 20. Then that could have been a whale right here. What we did is we tried to sell right here. Again, we didn't have the 8 drawn in. We just had the 45 degrees of the 20. Tried to sell right there. We got out quickly. Some of the lots, and then we got out the rest right there. Which is, again, a little early of a trade, but it's what we did. This is a lot of salt and pepper right here. Maybe you could have got this one. Both going up. Set the green bar ignore right here. Maybe got that move. Trying to get this move. Maybe you catch I don't know. That would be hard. Especially with the 200 right there. What we caught right here is we had an elephant bar. And as soon as we got into it, it was the end. It reversed on us completely, so we got out. When it did that, we should have looked here at the 5 minute. That gave us a tail bar. That tail bar should have been bought and set the stop under it. And then that would have been a great move. That's not what we did. What we did is we tried to play another green bar takeout of the red bar going down. We would have known that wasn't to move had the 8 been there, but keep in mind the 8 wasn't. And we ended up getting out here, which was way too late. We should have got out right about there. So those are the stocks that we traded out of the list that we usually trade. We traded a couple others. We traded Apple and JPM just because we were looking at some videos back in the day. We used to P&L used to be a lot higher, trading the higher stocks, but I can tell that even though the P&L isn't getting better, I'm getting better as a trader, and that's the good thing. I mean, that's really what the goal is. So, hope these videos are helping you. They're helping me. See you tomorrow.